What's up, guys? Welcome back. Jumping straight into Oleg. Let's see. What do they want, those bloodsuckers? Think they own this land. They come, take what they want, and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gate, so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come, sometimes it's a whole gang. I'd have shown them what for a long time ago, if not for Svetlana. They claim they were collecting taxes. Why? For the Stag Lord and his cronies, of course. That Stag Lord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as, quote, taxes, and they call their executions punishments for treason, even those who never swore allegiance to the actual Stag Lord. They're killed fast, and if they're lucky, if not. Dove, why don't you go get supper started while we finish our talk? Svetlana says, I've no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what they do to people. Svetlana lowers her head. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among the leadership, especially those close to the Stag Lord. Ox and Dovan from Nisroch come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. Okay, so... Wow, that's cruel as fuck. Okay, you have nothing to fear. I'll help deal with the attack. Oh, it jumped all the way back to the top. Well, I appreciate your good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Levington is the last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll reward you proper. Okay. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to devise a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that you can use for battle. There are plenty of solid traps around, some tar, and a box of alchemist fire, looks like. So, alchemist fire, we could put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. But that could set the post on fire. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes. I think that could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with a bow back in my day. I'm gonna look around and think of the best way to use the tar and traps. Alright, let him know as soon as we're finished. So, we got to protect the trading post. Let's go ahead and head over here. Use traps to help catch the bandits. So we got some traps on the front. That's solid.
I'll go ahead.
We're still super fat. Spill tar. Yep, we'll do that. And coins. And a heavy mace.
The path is clear.
Yeah, I want some potatoes. Dude, this place has, like, battlements, but there is laundry on it. I don't know, I feel like this place is pretty heavily defensible. Let's go ahead and sell to Oleg if we can. Levetin. Oleg, I'd like to see your goods. And dialogue, okay. So, we don't want the composite longbows. We can keep on this for a bit, because yeah, now these actually weigh a lot. I'll actually stash those, because I don't know if I'm going to need them. Masterwork light mace. Is anyone going to use a mace? I don't think so. Longsword. I don't think so. Scythe. We'll keep the tower shield. Party's got the armor we're going to be wearing, so we'll sell that. Heavy mace, we can sell that. Merchant would pay well for it. Gold ring. Sure. Silver ring, yes. Bracers of armor +1. So it's just granting an armor bonus of +1. So yeah, we need to put that on our tank. Flasks, we're good. So we can sell even more. Merchant would pay well for it. Incense, a valuable luxury item. A merchant would pay well for it. 2 gold, though. I don't know. This stuff, it feels like I'm not getting a good price off of some of this stuff. I'll hold on to it for now because it weighs like nothing. Rusty horseshoe, that can go. I can get rid of the plates. And then the great axe, yeah, we'll sell that. Deal. Let's see what stuff he has. So, yep. 2,500 for the bag of holding. I do not have enough for that. I do have enough for a masterwork for Chard. One through 10. So I'm getting, let's see. Why does it seem like it's the same damage, even though technically it's got to be better because it's a masterwork and this is a regular? So we'll get that. Just putting the stuff that might be worth picking up in there. Because that's just a regular Puchard. Not a masterwork. Well, everyone else is rocking. Masterwork longbow for my character. Full plate is something we want to get real fast for her. So that's on the maybe list. So, how much gold do I have? Can I even tell? So I have 800. I think we'll just keep it for now, and we'll try to get that bag of holding as soon as possible because I'm gonna get better gear upgrades. Oh, I have 850, so I don't even have enough for it right off the bat. Okay.
Tread lightly.
But at least now I'm not walking slow as heck. Let's see. Let's talk to you real quick. So, he's a herbalist. What brings you here? Well, what's there to tell? I'm a herbalist. I make potions and sell them, gather herbs, roots, and berries. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Rostov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of kindness. Help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, and the occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. We could use your help fighting the bandits. Here, we're gonna talk later because I want to save it before that. Succeeded! Well, alright, I'll show you those troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Someone might even write up some verses about me, maybe even heroic ones. Lindsay gives you a worried glance, then turns spoken. Please be careful. Go ahead and help, but leave the heroics to us, you hear? We'll talk later.
Let us be careful.
Oh, we have some bandits over here. Let's... Short sword, short sword. I mean, it's right here. I might as well sell him all this stuff. It's not a lot of gold, but it's gold. An old well.
The path is clear.
And more boxes. A buckler. And a heavy crossbow. Let's go ahead and sell goods real quick. Boom, 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 boom. And heavy crossbow. 28. Hey, it's 28 more than I had. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and soft save. Hard save. And let's go ahead and give this a try. Let's get back to the possible attack. Wait for attack. Please be careful and don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Go inside and hide while we wait for our guests. Okay, so we need you to enrage. You are going to go in. Yep, I want you to go ahead and we're gonna sing your song real quick. Then I need you to run forward. And I want you to sleep.
This won't kill me. Let me survive.
Okay, that was much easier than we thought.
Serves you right.
Okay, you don't need to daze anymore. We just want you attacking.
To victory!
Last wishes.
And we got that guy down. Cool. We'll have you loot you. Composite longbow. Might as well loot all of this because we're already here. And we have a merchant right here. Ooh, a cloak. Unidentified. Oh, that was Haps Biden there. Go ahead and talk to Olaf. You rats got what you deserve. Now they'll know better than treat honest people like cattle. And our Borkin here taught them a thing or two as well. Now, my lady, head on up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clear things up. And for your efforts, now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were a more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. So he gave us 100 coins. So we'll go ahead and save after that fight. We're a little encumbered after all that, but oh well. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Let's go ahead and steal that because we're heartless bastards and it's free. Let's see. So, they don't want to do anything. They'll talk once they finish working, so this is a start it next time thing. Oh, here we go.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're not failing nothing. You're gonna hit that until you get it. Because I can save scum like a champion.
Applause, please.
There we go. Silver spoons. A brooch. Golden statuette. Golden trinket. And a scroll of Bane. Okay. Looks like we can hit this one too. And a book. Goods. So, apparently this chest is a storage chest for us. So, let's see. And it's safe from other stuff, so we'll go ahead and price in ascending order. These are all worth 100. That is excellent. So I think longbows are different from composite longbows, so I think those are just going to be a sell. We'll put you away. Keep the torches. Put the books away. Citron. Oh, we want the cheese. Tower shield in case we need it for someone else. You guys are all sellables. We'll keep you guys because you weigh like nothing. Nope. And I want to sell all of those. Go! And we can go ahead and rest. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window and you find that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
So a half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it is clear that she is exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched, her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
What do you want from me?
Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
All right, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger. But our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. Okay, I'm heading back down to my notes for the right order of things we need to do. There we go. Cool! Almost fully healed. So this is a safe location where we can do stuff. Awesome. Whenever you meet a new companion, they'll be here. Oh, look at the kitty. Super cute.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, let's talk to our party members. So yeah, this episode was a ton of reading, but you know how it goes. You gotta get all the backstory first. If we get it now, we won't have to get it later. A halfling girl with tousled hair wearing a dusty traveler's outfit sits chewing on the tip of her quill. Just a moment. How should I put this? Oh, I know. She scribbles something quickly in her notebook scrawled with verses, raises her eyes and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I'm from all over, huh? I was actually born in Galt. In such a tiny village that it's not even on the maps. If it weren't for my teacher, I'd still be living there, milking goats, weeding turnips, swilling homebrew, having babies, and using books only as kindling. Who was your teacher? He's a true saint. He was once an important person in the capital at the Church of Shaylin, but he got in trouble with the authorities and went on a self-imposed exile to the tiniest, most godforsaken, priestless village he could find, the one where I was born. He wanted to open a school, but the villagers wouldn't let him. He can heal us all like you. You can heal us all like you can heal us all you like, but no putting any ideas into the children's heads. It'll only distract them from their work. He did teach me on the sly. He taught me how to read, how to write, and he gave me books, poems, legends. He was the one who told me about the Arknights of Avistian, or Aviston. And when I told him I was going on a journey, he gave me a magic ring so that Shaylin would protect me from harm. I'm hovering a second so you guys can read the random little green text. Arknights of Aviston, who are they? Oh, you haven't heard of them? How can you be a heroine without knowing one of the most epic stories in the history of stories? No, I won't spoil anything. You should just read about them yourself, every single chapter. Their adventures are what gave me the idea of going on a heroic quest and writing about it to begin with. And now look at me. Here I am, on a heroic quest. How did you become a bard? When I realized there was nothing for me at my home besides more radish patches, I decided to run away. A traveling book peddler, Tessie the Quill, happened across our village. Well, I stuck to her like a burr, and I wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me as an apprentice. Together we traveled everywhere, to Brevoy and Talador and even Ustilov. And then I found out about the Academy of Grand Arcs in Pitax. And I thought, well, I love reading stories, so surely I can learn to write them too. I enrolled on my first try, and they even gave me a scholarship. Then they expelled me, haha, but that's okay. They had already taught me all the important stuff, and now with Shaylin's help, I can manage on my own. Do you worship Shaylin? Yes, not to offend the other gods, but she's the most important of them all. All the other gods guard the world as it is, but only the eternal Rose, the goddess of beauty, calls us to the world as it should be. Why are your clothes so messy? She waves her hands carelessly. Forget it, I can't waste money on looks. I'd rather buy books instead. In 100 years, when people are reading my works, they aren't going to ask whether or not the author had holes in her sleeves. Let me ask you about something else. You came from Pitax, right? Tell me about it. Oh, I love Pitax. Even though they kicked me out, a joyful place. What is life in Pitax like? Actually, Pitax has always been one huge nest of thieves, bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, card sharps. It's always been home for the likes of them. But that was before Viorti became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Dude, what if she's the spy? Viorti always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown. Though, that's exactly what he is, haha. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts, so he built the Academy of Grand Arts, and spent a lot of gold to assemble the best artists, poets, musicians, and of course, the very best ones refused to go. But he got what he wanted in a way. If Pitax was just a booze barn for thieves, now it's a cabaret. What do you know of King Viorti? He won his crown in a game of cards, which says much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I'd know told me that the moment he appeared, he started pulling off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Pitax, and also, he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. Getting drunk with whores at the pub, that's not Lord Viorti's style. Oh. Iravetti. Wow, I cannot say this dude's name. Iravetti. Oh no. He aims higher, dressing up like a male calorista. with a golden cod piece and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king. That's more like it. Okay, and we are going to pause here during this. In the next episode, much more story. We're going to do this for every single one of our characters, get it all out the way before we start heading out into the world. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.